Yeah. What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money making Wednesday here with PickDawgz Morning Show. You know the drill, man. We're live 365 just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see today's action playing out. Reminder of the dog days, man. We got 15 games from Major League Baseball, 2 from the Dub. At least the Dub got playoffs today. Meaningful. Win or go home. Let's break it down, talk about it. And baseball, winding on down. Postseason right on the horizon. Some teams are locking into their position. Other teams are letting it slip right out of their grasp. Unfortunately, my team is the latter. But it's not over yet. Talk about it. We'll talk about it. Can they do something today to make it interesting? Missed y'all guys yesterday, but I'm back. I'm ready to cook it up. And I got a great crew of guys with me here today. I got the franchise player, Chris Ruffolo. What's happening?
No, not a whole lot. Just taking in the action last night. Like I said, the WNBA actually had some solid games on the board. A couple tight games. That Aces Storm game was all awesome. But now we focus on day baseball. Got 2 closeout spots in the dub tonight. Ready to make everybody some money, attack the board.
Let's do it. It's Wednesdays with Ron the Don Romanelli. Before you know it, it'll be Hawk Romanelli Wednesdays. It's way closer than I think y'all think. What's happening, Ron? How you doing?
Good morning, Jay. I'm doing good. Yeah, about a month, right? Well, when's the NBA preseason start?
The 10th?
October 2nd.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know the NHL preseason starts this weekend.
The NHL regular season starts on the 7th.
Regular
October?
season?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh.
Yep.
I can't remember who. Hold on, let me see who's on opening night. I can't remember.
We never play on opening night.
Yeah, it's Blackhawks, Panthers, Avalanche, Kings, and Penguins, Rangers.
Oh yeah.
They're making Jay wait for his debut.
What else goes with hockey?
How did I not see that coming?
It's closer than I didn't know it was that close. God dang.
Yeah. Toronto, as usual, Toronto, Montreal on opening night.
So how many games open at night?
3 games Tuesday, 4 Wednesday, and then a smorgasbord on Thursday.
When my boys play Thursday?
Yeah. Winnipeg. In Winnipeg.
Okay. Who was our first home game against?
Minnesota on the 14th.
Okay. When's college basketball start?
November 3rd.
It's all right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's all right here on the horizon. The bank shot breakdown will be back. The wraparound will be back. The jam session will be back. Yeah, it'd be a beautiful thing. Man, last night's dub was cool. I got in, got out, had the fever early. There's a different team in Indiana. I kind of hate that the first round of the dub is 3 games. I kind of don't like that. I
kind of do. That's all we need.
I don't know. I think I want 5.
You're not right in the game, so.
I'm watching them though, and last night I thought they were good. I thought they were good games to watch last night, and I was just like, damn. But yeah, I didn't even see what was the final score in that Storm game last night.
86-83.
So the Storm did get the cover.
They won the game.
I went to sleep early on that one. Okay, Storm. I doubted y'all yesterday. Aces finally ended their losing streak. That's crazy. Do y'all get a Storm any chance to beat them in Vegas?
No.
Yes.
You do?
I think they could.
0.
They got 5 players on the court just like Las Vegas does.
Yeah. And all 5 are created equal? Absolutely not.
Fever went on that huge run in the fourth. It was pretty close, and then they just, or was that the third? That was the third. I think the Fever can go and do it to him in Atlanta.
No.
They could. They got 5 players on the court.
Fair. Similar situations today. Valkyrie trying to bounce back at home. They're not even at home, though. That's what makes it nasty. And the Liberty trying to beat the Mercury and move on. Break those down in a minute. Let's talk some baseball, though, fellas. Let's do it. Unless there's anything else y'all want to talk about before we get started. I wasn't here yesterday, so y'all didn't get to beat me up. Y'all were right. I was wrong. Gino's ass. Gino's not even that bad. His receiving core is ass. So Chris was right.
He's bad. Gino's
He's not good. He's not good, but he's not terrible. His receivers just are bad.
I don't know about that.
I mean, they were getting no type of separation, bro.
Cash the Chargers -9.5.
Yeah, that was a solid play for you, Chris. I got to give you credit. Take the Chargers. And CJ Stroud, bro. Ugh. I'm off that wagon too. So I just thought through the first 2 weeks, man, and you've seen who the good quarterbacks are and who the bad are, personally. Lamar's been Lamar. Allen's been Allen. Mahomes has been.
I was going to say about Mahomes.
Mahomes has been a little shaky.
A little. When are we going to give him the same fair criticism that we give everybody else? When Lamar or Josh Allen struggles in the big games,
when they win 3 Super Bowls.
I watched.
We're not talking about the past. We're talking about right now.
They were driving for the lead, and he dotted Kelsey in the end zone. Kelsey dotted him. He dropped it, and it turned into a pick. So that's not really on Mahomes, against the defending champs, like a team that blew him out last time they played. So, like, that was the game for me when Kelsey dropped that pass in the end zone. That was the game. So it's like Mahomes, and it's just 2 games in. Mahomes, to me, is still 1A. He's still the best quarterback in the league. I won't, and I can't.
There's no way.
Of course, I got to throw my shout out to my man, 4. I thought he's played absolutely amazing through 2 weeks. He'd actually been my best. And I know y'all going to say, Jay, you're insane. But, I mean, that's just my honest truth. Like, if you ain't watched the games, then you wouldn't know. But he's been in that mode. And shout out Indiana Jones.
I was going to say, don't say it.
Shout out Indiana Jones.
Oh, God, you're going to crown his ass after 2 weeks. Big pilot.
Shout out Indiana Jones, man. Shout out Indiana.
Wait until week 8 when he turns into a pumpkin. Everybody's going to say, what the hell am I doing?
I'm getting fired up already. It's only 14 minutes, and
that's kind of
Dak's your number one. He was outplayed by the opposing quarterback in each of those games.
He wasn't, though.
He was. Russ had an unbelievable vintage Russ game. If it wasn't for a 64-yard field goal, Giants walk away with the win. And
Hurts mattered most. And
that was a boneheaded decision. But I mean, Hurts was already had like 2 incompletions in week 1. Eagles did whatever they wanted to. Don't matter. They moved the ball with ease. They had no problems.
That's what I mean. For me, like when I'm talking about quarterback play, bro, I'm talking about quarterback play. I don't give a damn about handing the football off, rushing the football. I'm talking about drop back in the pocket and throwing ropes. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about quarterback play. And, bro, if you aren't watching the games, you're not watching the games. But, like, 4, bro, he been
He's been fine, but he's been outplayed by the opposing quarterbacks.
He's been the best quarterback in the league on pure dropbacks. And I have the graphics and everything to back it up.
Yeah, you love your graphics of the 4-1 against the Eagles, and that didn't work out. And don't take the Giants. If you're an idiot if you take the Giants. Dax never lost. You won the game, but we covered the number. That's all we care about.
Yeah, covered. It's all good. It's be a season-long debate. Put your Dak MVP tickets in right now. Put them in right now. He's gonna do it.
How can you win an MVP when your team goes like 6-11?
You don't believe that?
I mean, that defense, I believe it. If Russell Wilson's carving you up for 450 yards, I believe it. How many penalties the Giants have?
Shout out Russ. He had a good game. He lost though.
I know, but I'm saying that's Russell Wilson. We saw what he did week 1, where he looked like it looked like Jackson Dart was coming in next week. Then he faces this Cowboys defense, which is a bottom 3, bottom 5 defense in the league, and he looks like 10 years ago Russ. So Dak can accumulate all of his yards and meaningless touchdown passes he wants, but the Cowboys are not winning with this defense.
I don't know. I saw them hold Saquon to 60 rushing yards the week before. Jalen Hurts to no touchdown passes. I'm just not gonna overreact to a game we won. We put up 40. I won't. You know what I mean? We put up 40 every week. We're gonna win. And if you ask me, what are the chances and likelihood that we keep this scoring track record up? I would say it's very likely. And I would say look at the Cowboys scoring margin over the last 3-4 seasons. Look at it. And you tell me why I shouldn't expect them to continue to put up the points that they put up.
Here's why you shouldn't expect it, because the woeful Chicago Bears are a favorite this week over your Dallas Cowboys. And that's what tells you. That tells you all you need to know.
It tells me everything I need to know. Beautiful.
Tells Chicago you the markets.
Bears, the same thing. I fell in for the hype for the Bears for the past 2 weeks. But that's the thing, is I sit down and watch these damn football games. And that Bears team is awful. And they're still overrated, still overvalued.
They're terrible.
The Cowboys are still criminally underrated and criminally undervalued.
Right.
And it'll all correct over the full course of the season. So
you know what? You say all this about New York, it's priced a certain way. When we know Dallas is America's team, the fact that they're a dog in this game against a Bears team that just gave up 75 points speaks volumes. And you're going to get pants in this one. The Bears are going to win by about 55 points this week.
Cowboys likely will probably be my best bet this week. And it's like taking candy from a baby.
And that's a shame. I feel bad.
I don't even see the path forward there. I don't. I saw that line and I laughed. I thought it was comical. The only way that line makes sense is if you genuinely believe that Caleb Williams is going to go out there and have a good football game. That's the only.
Oh yeah, he's going to.
Okay.
I'm just laughing that we're saying we don't want to overreact to 1 or 2 weeks, and yet we're still crowning Daniel Jones.
So I'm just saying, if you want to go and put your faith in Caleb, go right ahead.
I will.
Okay. That's the Sharp Chaser special of the week.
You can say it all you want. You said it was the Giants last week, and we were never outside the number.
That was the Sharp Chaser special of the week.
You said if you take the Giants, there's something wrong with you. All this stuff, and Dax never lost to the Giants. All this.
Yeah.
They were never outside the number.
That was still true. He's won what? What is it now?
14 in a row.
14? Yeah. So I wasn't necessarily wrong.
Or maybe it's the Cowboys have won 14 in a row against the.
I wasn't necessarily wrong. Y'all got the cover. Shout out to y'all.
Thank you. 37 points, and they had 14 penalties. A lot of those offensive.
They're still trash.
Mr. Hudson. He really took us out of the game early on.
Still garbage.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun week. It's going to be a fun week.
Bear down. Chicago Bears.
I don't see it. And the Bears were my best bet this past weekend. So, I've watched all 120 minutes of Chicago Bear football. I've watched all 120 minutes of Dallas Cowboys football, and the film don't lie.
The film is going to lie. It's the NFL. You can't marry what you saw last week. America's game of the week in Chicago.
Don't tell me who I can and can't marry. I was in Vegas last week.
Layup. We'll see. All right, man. Talk some football, man. I always want to talk some football. I always talk to my boys. And we'll see, man. When they in the playoffs later on this season, it's going to be a magical thing. The one thing that makes me nervous, I will before we move on from that. One thing that makes me nervous is we are in a major look ahead spot to the following week.
That there is no such thing, so I wouldn't be worried about that.
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't. There's no statistical correlation between your current game and the game that you play next week, especially in the NFL and college football. I mean, I don't know how people think that. When you have to win every game is important in the NFL. Every game is important in college football.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me the Cowboys on the field, they're going to say, in Chicago, we're 1-1. We need this win. But we play the Packers next week. So let's just lay off the gas. Let's not win this game or care too much about it. Let's focus on Green Bay next week.
No, I don't think that's
Let's not open the playbook. I mean, they have to do everything they can to win this game. If they lose this game, they're done.
Nah. I think you're overreacting.
I think I am.
I just think you look at your schedule. You look at your schedule, and you be like, "We really want this one." You know what I mean? So we know we know what's ahead, and
that's what I said. I don't think you say, "Oh, we play Green Bay next week. We're in trouble this week." I mean, there's no such thing as a look ahead.
I don't think that's the case, but I think it's a real thing to know your schedule and just know who's ahead. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that they are like, "Oh, if you take this game off or anything." I just think it's a look ahead spot.
I can't get there in the NFL. College football, I see the argument of like if you play a FCS team and next week you got Notre Dame on the road, maybe you pull your starters. Obviously,
you keep it vanilla. You don't put much on tape.
Right, I get that, and that's one thing. But in the NFL, where every game is a must-win, I don't care if you play Green Bay, Kansas City, Buffalo. I mean, you gotta each week. I mean, there's just no such thing as a look ahead.
That's fair argument. Don't move me though. I still think there's such thing as a look ahead spot. I know how big of the next week that game is. So for the city, for the owner, for everything, Sunday Night Football.
Well, here's what I want. When the Bears win, I don't want to hear anything about how we were looking ahead.
They're not winning the game.
That's why
they're not winning the game.
They are winning the game. You better get used to it. That's
okay.
You gotta. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. Same guy that's had the Bears right there with me the last 2 weeks.
No, week 1 I didn't have him. Last week I had him.
I'm just saying I fell for the Bears hype. It's hype. That's all it is. That's all it is. Preconceived notions. Early season. The Bears are like the Panthers from the last couple seasons. They might be the worst team in football.
Could be.
Talk some baseball. Let's talk some baseball.
I don't want to talk baseball. Let's keep talking Dallas football.
I'm going to get the last laugh. That's why it's hilarious.
You're not. On Monday morning, I'll be showing up.
Okay. I hope you're here.
Sunday evening, I'll show up too. I'll do a live show.
What about when it's 45-24? Like,
I'll be on the Bears the next week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's do it. Let's talk some baseball, man. We start our day. We got the Pirates and the Cubs. Boyd versus Oviedo. In this one, we got the Cardinals and the Reds. This is Singer and Palante. We got the Orioles and the White Sox. Wells and Martin. And Giants, Diamondbacks. Old Man Verlander versus Brandon Pfaadt. What we doing, Chris?
I'm going to go with the under in Orioles White Sox. I just think it's a solid pitching matchup here. The White Sox have definitely cooled off against right-handed pitching in the last couple of weeks, and I do like Martin Perez in this matchup at home. I think it's just going to be a lower scoring game. I think like 4-3, 5-3, something along those lines. So give me the under in Orioles White Sox. And I'm going to take the Reds here. I just like fading Andre Palante. The Cincinnati Reds aren't necessarily the strongest team in their last 10. They're just 5-5. But I like Brady Singer in this matchup. I'm not trusting the Cardinals offense. Far too inconsistent for my liking. So give me the Reds at the coin flip price.
Mr. Rundown, what we doing?
Yeah, I'm going to take Cincinnati as well. Palante actually has really good numbers against this Reds lineup, this Reds team this season, but he's been one of the least profitable pitchers in baseball recently. The Cardinals are just 2-12 his last 14 starts. And that includes a loss against these Reds where he went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, but it still ended up being a 7-4 Reds victory. So I think Singer's a good option on the mound for Cincinnati. He's pitched well against his current Cardinals roster. I'll go with Cincinnati on the money line.
I'm on Martin Perez and the White Sox. Solid plus money spot to attack. Martin he's been serviceable. The White Sox haven't been great behind him, but I don't trust the Orioles overall at this type of price on the road. As underdogs, yeah, but going for the sweep on the road, I think this is a White Sox style spot. I know they've been disappointing recently. They've fallen off a cliff from what they were, like closer to the All-Star break. But I think this is a solid spot where they could break out, kind of end a losing streak, and send the Orioles on packing. So I'm going to lean towards Chicago at the plus money behind Martin in that one. And one thing I've done all season, man, one of the most profitable things I've done all season is fade up man Verlander. I'm going to do it again today. He's been way better of recent. I'll give him credit for it. But the Giants, they've gotten back to their losing ways. They've lost 4 straight. They haven't even been impressive. Diamondbacks are just the team in better form. These are 2 teams going in opposite directions right now, and I'm just kind of riding a wave. I don't think Verlander's the guy to break up the losing streak for the Giants. He's actually been the guy to propel the losing streaks more often than not this season. He's pitching better, but I don't trust the offense behind him. And we have a good subset of data for this season that says the offense is not going to back him up. So, Diamondbacks, even money at home. Looking for their 5 in a row. We'll see. Let's keep it rolling, fellas. We got the Nationals and the Braves. This is Waldrop versus Lord. Guardians, Tigers, Gavin Williams versus Jack Flaherty. Athletics, Red Sox, Barnett versus Lucas Giolito. And Blue Jays, Rays, Kevin Gausman versus Seymour. What are you doing, right?
Yeah, I love my Athletics, but I think this is a tough spot for him. I think that Giolito puts together a good outing, pitched well as a profitable option for Boston. Barnett, I think, is going to be a good option for the A's going forward, but this is a tough matchup facing the same lineup in the same week. And, I think the Red Sox can get to him for a few runs as they did last week in Sacramento. I just think the Red Sox win this game comfortably, so I'll lay the 1.5 with Boston.
What are you doing here, Chris?
Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the Guardians in this one, and the plus money. This still bothers me that the Tigers this season are 9-20 in Flaherty's 29 starts. I can't get there. I understand Detroit's playing some decent baseball right now, but Cleveland is on a tear, 9-1 in their last 10. I think Gavin Williams can hold it down here. And I think that they get the win at a nice plus price. So I'm going to take the Guardians and plus money. I'm going to lean towards – I'm going to take a shot on the Athletics. I just think that, as long as Barnett can be serviceable, I don't think he's going to – I think he's going to give up a few runs in this game, but I think the Athletics can get to Giolito as well. And I like the +1.5 with the Athletics, maybe a little bit on the Athletics money line as well.
This is not my favorite slot of the day. It's probably my least favorite. It's not a whole lot of meat on the bone for me here. I just kind of give you my leans. I would lean towards the Jays. I know they're on the road. I know they're kind of banged up without Bichette. But they're still just trying to keep the Yankees at bay. They need these wins. I would lean Jays here. I'm not in love with it. Like, I wouldn't put my house on it, but I would lean Jays. Same thing with the Red Sox. I would lean Red Sox. I'm not in love with it, though. A's can be dangerous, but Giolito's been serviceable. The Red Sox have looked good behind him for the majority of the season. Lean there. I kind of just like all the favorites here, honestly. Which means I'm probably going 0-4 in this slot, which is why I'm not betting none of this shit.
It's kind of a brutal card, honestly.
Bad. You got to worry about motivations at this time of year and your call-ups and so I ain't gonna bore y'all. Let's keep it rolling. We got the Padres and the Mets. This is who's on the mound in this one? It is Nick Pivetta versus Drew Peterson. We got the Angels and the Brewers, Woodruff versus Soriano. We got the Yankees. Ooh, yeah, the Yankees. Luis Hill on the mound for them. Taj Bradley on the mound for the Twins. Still don't sound right saying Bradley on the Twins. It just don't even sound right. And last game of the slot, we got the Royals and the Mariners. Bryce Miller on the mound for the Mariners. Cole Ragans on the mound for the Royals. Where he been at?
60-day injured list.
That's why they're not in the playoffs, because they demon wasn't on the mound.
And no
I'm up
Bubic.
first here. I'm up first here, man, and the demon finna get it done. I think y'all forgot who this is. Royals favor here. Tell me everything I need to know. Mariners red hot. Shout out to them. I wish they would lose a fucking game. They haven't been. Fading them isn't fun, but I think this is a really good spot to do so on the road. I feel like this is an under spot too. Kaufman has been a under ballpark all season. Bryce Miller is probably the weakest pitcher in this Mariners rotation, so I definitely think that the Royals can get to him a little bit. So I just think this is a spot the Mariners win streak comes to an end. Royals for me, Cole Ragans. Let's get it done, baby. Let's see. Mets. They're cooked, ain't they?
They're still in the final wild card spot, but Cincinnati and Arizona and San Francisco are all chasing them down.
Do Arizona fetch them boys? Ooh, shit. It's gonna be a photo finish.
Diamondbacks have a brutal schedule the rest of the way.
They do?
Yeah. Next up is Philly, then Dodgers, then Padres.
Mets got Padres now, Nationals, Cubs, Marlins.
Find a way to choke that away.
Arizona does play a lot of home. Next 7 games at home.
That's interesting. I'm gonna actually take the Mets today. I've been kind of a Mets hater recently. But as we get closer to the playoffs, y'all know that's when I start to feel the Mets again. Get the playoff Mets, get the grimace going. Like, ooh, the losing streak's over. It's do or die time for the Mets. And in City Field, I trust them more often than not. So I'm gonna take the Mets today. $1.25. Chris.
Foolish and lack of vision. Give me the Padres reverse run line. David Peterson is dog water. The Padres, I think they get to Peterson here. Nick Pivetta might be the best starter that the Padres have had this season. The Mets are finito. Santiago. Bye-bye. They're gonna fall out. I'm sorry. I've stood on this hill the entire time. I'm not getting off now. So give me the Padres. And
did y'all cash those under? Is it cashed? Yeah.
Yes, I bet 89.5 twice and 90.5, and both of them cashed. Basically every morning, because my best friend's a Mets fan, I call him every morning and I'd say, oh, I'm betting Mets under again. So that was a joy.
There you go.
Mets under. Forever and always. We cashed the A's over yesterday too, but Nationals over, not looking good. They got 3 straight losses.
How close are you on now?
I need them to go like 8-2 the rest of the season. So not looking good.
Are you finished here, Chris?
Let's see. The other one I like is I'm taking the Mariners. I'm not trusting Cole Ragans in his first start back.
Why? He's him.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Cool. He hasn't pitched in 3 months. Like, you're going against one of the hottest teams in baseball right now.
He's favored for a reason. You don't buy that?
Because it's what you said. Everybody looks at Bryce Miller as a weak link of this rotation, but I hate to break it to everybody. The Mariners might have the best starting rotation in at least the American League, maybe even in baseball.
They do, but he's the weak link.
Okay. And what is a number 5 in this rotation? Is probably number 2 or number 3 on most rotations in the American League.
He's
for me, Cole Ragans is still coming off a long-term injury. I doubt that they're going to let him go very far in this game.
This is a 1 versus 5 right here.
It's not a true 1 not all 1 versus 5s are created equal.
450 passing yards against that Dallas defense, a sieve of a defense. Russell Wilson. 22 first downs for the New York Football Giants after they scored 6 points in week 1. And you say it's a good defense? Continue, Chris.
Yeah. So I'm going with the Mariners here. So we'll leave it at that.
Give me a Royals Cowboys 2-team parlay.
You're gonna have to wait a while for that one to cash.
Yeah, like till 2027.
Whatever. What you liking this flat run?
I like the this is a tough. I mean, overall, I think this is a brutal card, but I'll lean towards the Yankees. That bullpen, they blew the run line cover yesterday after they were up 10-1, but I think they will get to Bradley for a good amount early. I think Heel can go 5 strong innings, and then I think the Yankees bullpen will be good enough to hold that run line lead, but it's not a great play. I mean, this is down the stretch in baseball. There's a lot of lines that you just can't find value in. The lines they're very sharp. They're right where they need to be. I think that's one of them. So just a slight lean to the Yankees. Maybe team total over against Bradley.
We love the Twins. Last slide in baseball for the day. We got Rangers slowly but surely breaking my heart. They battling, though. They battling. I give it to them. They battling. But they losing. Mama, that man on the mound today, does he save us? This is why he get paid the big bucks. This is why we made that call and got him. Does that man, DeGrom, save us today? On the other side, in this one is who's on the other side? I forgot. It is Javier. That's what it is. Christian Javier. We got the Marlins and the Rockies. This is Weathers. Where the hell he been at? Versus Brown. And last game of the night in baseball, Phillies, Dodgers. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Jesus.
Jesus who?
Jesus Luzardo's finna kick the crap out of the Dodgers today. I hope you
By
know
the
it.
Dodgers. Wait,
I
what?
hope you know it. Chris, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing?
I'm taking the over. I think that it's kind of what I was saying yesterday with Ohtani and Sanchez. I think the names of the starting pitching matchup on the marquee gives you value for the over. I think it's just creating a low total in this one. But I'm sorry, Jesus Luzardo, knock, who's there? Jesus is going to get his ass teed off on by the Dodgers today, who are hitting left-handed pitching well. But Phillies might hit pretty well against Blake Snell as well in this game. So Snell in his career, I think, has an ERA over 5 against the Phillies. I think the Phillies can get to him here, like the over 7.5, especially once the bullpens have their say. And give me the Rangers here. I think this is a stopper spot for Jacob deGrom. I'm not sold on Christian Javier. Control's been an issue for Javier as well. I think the Rangers can salvage something in this one. They need to. So give me the Rangers in this one.
We're doing to close out the slot or baseball.
I'm going Dodgers. Dodgers money line. I think they salvage it. Both teams hitting lefties well, but even though Blake Snell may have not great numbers on paper against the Phillies team, the current roster, he's got great numbers against 93 plate appearances, 33% strikeout rate, 161 expected batting average. So just excellent numbers. He's pitched really well at Dodger Stadium. Phillies strikeout rate against lefties a little bit steep. So I think the matchup benefits him a little bit more than it does Luzardo. And I think the Dodgers take the W in this one.
I think you guys are foolish and like vision will run. No way I'm $1.50 with the Dodgers today. No way. I'm taking the better team at plus money with the better starting option. What are you talking about? It's just that simple for me. I think it's a 50-50 game legitimately, and Phillies are just in the better form. And I trust Jesus more than I trust Blake Snell. Some of y'all may sound crazy for that, but I don't think so. His last 2 starts weren't the best. I know the Mets got to him a little bit. They still won that game. The offense has showed up for the Phillies, and I think they continue to back him up. So that's kind of just my thoughts here.
Where would you say Luzardo is ranked in the starting pitchers in baseball? Is he top 10?
No. I would have him. He's at the top of the B tier.
Top of the B tier.
That's why I love him.
200 strikeouts this year for him.
Yeah, he's like if he could be the starter for some teams, but I think he's the best second in baseball, basically. That's completely unbiased. Now, if you want me to be biased, yeah, he's top 10. Come on, man.
I was wondering if you're going to say that. I would personally take Blake Snell over him, but I think it's close enough. Right. But yeah, Snell has the ability to really take over a game.
Nah, Snell's he when he's on, he's on. So
that's a good damn praying mantis.
And the later in the season, typically, right, with Snell's when he gets better and better and better. He's usually just starts slow as shit. So that's why I said, to me, this is not a play like where I'm like totally in love with the Phillies. That's where I would be in this game because it's plus money with Luzardo and the Phillies, which we don't get often. That's kind of I just think the value puts me on the Phillies here in this one. But the Dodgers, they're the Monstars. Just when you think they finna lose, get swept, back up against the wall, hit you with a haymaker. So, but y'all know where I'm at, man. I'm with Chris the Stopper, DeGrom. That's why he get paid the big bucks. They got us, man. They beating us in the first 2 games, and I give them credit for it. Shout out to them. They're not sweeping us though with the season on the line. Hell no. Not with DeGrom on the mound. No. Javier, I think, can be had. It's not like our offense has just been terrible here. I do think they can do some damage to him. And I think this is going to be a photo finish here in the West. I really do. I don't think this is just going to be something that ends now. I think it's going to be close, right down to the wire. So I think the guys fired up today. I think they go down here and win this one. So I'm on the Rangers. That was 35. Y'all knew that though. Chris, money making Wednesday. What you got for sale today over at PickDawgz Premium?
Yeah, for me today, it's my my Major League Baseball pickoff play. We fell short with it yesterday. We had under the first 5 with the Pirates and the Cubs, but bounced back today. Also got that as part of a 5-pack on the board for Major League Baseball. So it's locked in. Let's make some money today and load up as we head towards another stacked weekend of football action. And you can pair me up with Ron, Jay, pair all 3 of us up. Remember to use that promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase.
Come on the franchise, ladies and gentlemen. We call them the franchise for a reason. Ron, what you got going on today?
Yep, I've got my rundown best bet in Major League Baseball, my top play there. Also have my top play in the WNBA. And looking like a great card this weekend in football, college, and the NFL. I think the NFL this week is a little bit stronger than college, so I'll certainly have some big plays there. So check it out, Pick Dawgz Premium.
Hop on around the dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Kick the crap out of the books. For me, I got 2 plays today, one in baseball, one in the dub. Cash last night in the WNBA. I had the fever. We just want to know yesterday. So got back on the winning side after a rough weekend. Looking to make it a solid week and have a much better weekend than I had this past one. So, yep, that's what I got going on tonight. And like Ron's, I really kind of like this coming up week's NFL. I think the sharp chasers are out. And I think y'all know I love fading their ass. I think the sharps already came in and beat their numbers. I think the chasers going to come in as the weeks progress and chase them. They can get beat over the head. We'll see. I will be fading the short chasers. Can't wait to do it. Can't wait to do it.
What a shame. What a shame.
The sharp chasers, bro. You got to fade them. You got to fade them. Let's talk some dub. If y'all give me 2 seconds, I'll have the graphics. They're just downloading. My computer moving slow. I guess we can start talking about it in the meantime. We got the Liberty and the Mercury. Liberty are laying 4.5 now. I see this line has gone up as the morning has progressed.
Yeah, it looks like Breonna Stewart, I would think, more than likely going to play.
Yeah, I think so. And we have the total on that one is what? 159. And then we have the Lynx and the Valkyrie. Lynx 10.5 point road favorites. I really forgot the order. Chris, so we'll start with you. What we doing in the dub tonight?
I'd be quick with it. I'll take the Valkyries and the points. It wouldn't surprise me if the Lynx came in and blew them out, but we got one last chance to back the Valkyries in Valhalla. And arguably the toughest home environment in the WNBA, or one of the most electric at least. I think they can at least keep it respectable, try to at least save their season. So I'll take the Valkyries and the points, but I'll take the Liberty at home. I think Phoenix's best shot to win this series was defending home court. They didn't do it. Satu Sabali's got to be better than 2 of 17 for shooting, but I think she will in this game. I don't think it does. It's hard to go anywhere but up from here, but still think the Liberty get it done here. So take the Liberty in this one.
We're on the down. What we doing?
I like the Golden State Valkyries plus the points. I thought that they played about as bad as you could play in game one, and Lynx played about as good as you could play in game one. But Golden State still overall, obviously a lot stronger at home. I think they'll shoot a lot better than 33% from the floor, 29% from 3. I like the fact they still had 27 trips to the free throw line. So I think fundamentally we'll see a much better effort from the Valkyries and getting way too many points because of that game one result. So I'll take the points with Golden State.
Liberty, 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 Liberty. Playoff time, man. All that regular season shit, throw it out the window. The best team in the dub. Looking to defend their title. And they healthy, too. We ain't seen them healthy. Mercury, they blew their shot. They had a chance. You gain home court advantage over the Liberty. You better take advantage. And you did. Now you go home tonight. Adios, amigos. Valkyrie, I love y'all, man. What a season. Greatest expansion team ever. I can't wait till next season. Next year, I for sure will be catching a game in Valhalla. Problem with this game tonight is their superpower, Valhalla. They're not there. They're not in Valhalla tonight. This game is in San Jose. This game is not in Chase Center. And that's going to hurt, bro. That hurts. That hurts. It's basically a neutral site game, as far as I'm concerned. And the Lynx are the second best team in the dub. They've been the best team for majority of the season. In non-games in Valhalla, they flooded the Valkyrie. And this game is not in Valhalla, so I think they flood them yet again. I told you about this a couple weeks ago when that news broke that this was heartbreaking. Like, how could you take the Valkyrie out of Valhalla for the playoffs? The fuck? Sad. Their fans still gonna show up. It's still gonna be probably an electric environment. I just don't think it's gonna be the same. It's not gonna be quite the same. I think the Lynx overcome. The Lynx are just way more talented, and I think they beat them up. I think it's like a 12, 13-point win. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And that's it. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Covered it all. 15 baseball, 2 dubs, 17 in total. Money making Wednesday. No Hawks, but Romanelli's here. Talk about what we got for sale today. Now y'all know what time it is. It's parlay time. Parlay. Chris, what you got for us?
Let's go with the Yankees on the money line. Let's go with the under in Orioles, White Sox, and the over in Dodgers, Phillies.
Huh?
I will go with the 2-teamer, Golden State plus the points and Dodgers money line.
Royals, money line. Cowboys, money line. Gotta wait till Sunday. For today, though, we can go Royals, Rangers, Phillies. 13. See what to do. Anything else, Chris? Anything else wrong before we get out of here for the day?
Let's make it a winning day. Appreciate everyone for joining us.
The Week 3 Circa voting poll will be opening up today. I'll put it in the comments of this morning show as well as the descriptions of the morning show Thursday, Friday. Make sure you get your votes in. Had a bounce back week, the community did. So get those votes in.
Y'all went 3-2 last week. But y'all didn't go as square last week. I was fairly square, but yeah, it paid off. Y'all won. Y'all weren't on the overly public games last week, all of them. So the week before, y'all was on all the public. So we'll see, man. Let's make it a winning week, winning day. Tomorrow, got some football tomorrow. We'll play tomorrow.
Rice and Charlotte and Dolphins and the Bills.
Ew. What's the line in that Dolphins game tomorrow?
12.5.
Damn. Overreaction or fair line?
Eesh. That's my thoughts on it. If
Ron, overreaction or fair line?
Every line is fair.
Fair.
It's just up to you to decide which side's the right side.
I disagree, but I won't argue. See you tomorrow.
I can argue. Let's argue.
Make it a winning day.